Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me? All right, let's see here. Um, I'm trying to think about what I want to do. How do I want to do this with you? Because you had so much going on. All right, all right. Let's see. All right, let me get myself set up here. So, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So, a couple things because you said they're Aquarius, right? No, it's you painted a very good picture. I got it. Okay, because one of the things that one of their traits is detached, um, independent, and I will also tell you insensitive. So I'm going to give you that just just so you know. Um, they have a lot of other good things. They're like you said, they're intellectual. They're temperamental. They're logical. You know. So I'm an Aquarius. So I'm speaking from what do you want to call it, from a space of knowledge. I think that January Aquarius and February Aquarius is a little different. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do an opening read here, and let's see what I can get, and then we can actually dig from that, based on you guys, and just see what's happening. But I'm like I said, I'm more concerned with you and your energy. Like that's what I concern myself with. Just because someone else walks away doesn't make you any less than a person. You know, you're obviously a beautiful person. You're a very beautiful soul. But because they're not giving you attention, it makes you feel um, ignored, or you know, as though you've done something wrong, and that's not the case. That's not the case. All right, let's take a look here. Oh, we see first card out. See, jumped. All right, we got the Chariot. Good energy, very good energy. That energy equates to Cancer energy. Just so you know, it's your emotions, and your emotions are definitely taking a ride here because we're talking Cancer energy, Queen of Cups, and we're talking that deep energy, that feeling, that nurturer. Like you said, you want to be married, and Queen of Cups energy is the nurturer, the healer, the supporter, the wife, essentially, like the ultimate wife. It's the let me rub your back. You're having a bad day, wife. It's that. That's you. That's what you're trying to. That's what you're trying to get to. That's what you're racing towards. And it's a black or white situation, is how you see it. But it's not that easy, because you're looking to partner yourself up with somebody. So you don't have to fight against anybody. That's the thing. The Chariot card is a major arcana. It's a big card. It's like it represents happiness. Like you can see, the yellow here represents happiness. That's your emotional perspective. That top is important too, because the top's telling me that everything has to be balanced. And as soon as something tips one way or the other, you don't get a message, somebody doesn't say something, information changes, like you say, I coulda, shoulda, woulda, but the top is gonna spin no matter what. It's gonna all they're gonna live their life. You're gonna live your life. Everyone's gonna live their life. No matter what, this top has to keep spinning. So when we're talking about this dreidel, we're talking about you balancing, keeping things going, fast moving action. Um, there's two houses here. I see that. I see travel. I see like you said, you're in between things. And right now, logically, you think you don't have any choices. And the universe is telling you it's absolutely the opposite. If you can give so much to somebody else and teach them how to love, or give them the ability to love again, look at it as a positive. The universe is saying, have you not helped someone learn? Have you not helped someone grow? Did you not help them? And that's actually a very self-forgiving thing because you feel sad, but you're actually connecting to something big. These choices are here. Logically, you don't see them, but that they're there. You have choices. I'm going to point out 7, 7. You're getting into a lucky fate. You get back what you give, and if you've obviously given a lot of yourself, you've given a lot of your sacrifice, a lot of your emotion, a lot of your vulnerability, and you've given this up. But don't look at it as a loss. Look at it as how far you have come since the last time you dated. That's what you need to look at. And what's your next relationship going to be? How's your next relationship going to play out? What's the next thing going to do? Is it with this person? We don't know yet. We're not picking up any of that energy. We're picking up the cups. A lot of emotion. Lots of emotion. 7 of Cups. This is Scorpio, death energy. It's right around Thanksgiving time, just so you know. That's what kind of this pops as. I'm not saying that's when it has to happen, but you have the mindset of you aren't good enough. And that's not true. Look at Chariot again. You have triple sevens here. 7, 7, 7. So you have lucky sevens. The universe is on your side. You feel like you're not going anywhere. Emotionally, you feel like you're heading there, but you physically can't get there. There's obviously a disconnect. I think you have this. But your vulnerability has taught you something, and it's taught you a major life lesson. Because this top down, this upside down means the universe is saying, hey, you have learned to be emotional. You have learned to commit. You have learned to become part of a connection. Don't look at it as you failed or you made a mistake. Look at it as how far you have come. What have you done? What have you done right? And what have you done that you can give yourself credit for? Because you have done many things. Your choice is out there. This person doesn't have to be your choice. There's probably 5, 6 more other people that are better choices. But this one person who holds back, you don't give them energy because they don't deserve the energy right now, and you're holding your own energy back. That's understandable. That's respectable. But like you said, being intimate with somebody is tough, and there's the intimacy card. The wands show up as an intimacy thing. That's like a phallic symbol, just so you know. The problem is that I see and you know, and you haven't mentioned it, is that there's past life here. Passionately, you guys connected. There's a fast-moving action. Something's coming in. Fast-moving passion is coming into you. Just so you know, somebody's going to come in and wants to sweep you off your feet. You just haven't made yourself available because energetically, you're giving yourself to the Aquarius. Knight of Wands is Sagittarius energy. It's temperance. It's patience. You're teaching yourself patience, past life. This is a life lesson that you're going to take into another lifetime. Understand that. Respect that. That's truth. You can see the short throw. These are in alignment. Universe says you are a valued soul, and you don't see yourself as such. Why is that? Why do you not see yourself connected to somebody, to something? The reality is it's there. All right. We're going to go to the soul tribe, and that's exactly what you're doing, and I think that's the nurturer, that's the mother instincts in you, that you're trying to connect soul tribe energy. You want to bring the people together that are going to make people happier. You're trying to get somebody's coming in that's going to sweep you off your feet, but you have to understand vulnerability. You lean into it more now. I call it leaning into the uncomfortable. You have to lean into the uncomfortable. You're very uncomfortable dating right now. You're very uncomfortable being intimate with somebody else. You're very uncomfortable with the connection because of what just happened, because you feel almost lied to, deceitful. But the Aquarius by trait is a introverted, extroverted sign. It really is. It has a sign of a time to kind of disconnect, a time to open up. But when you get the full water hose, like the fire hose is on full blast, you feel it. You definitely feel that energy. And you like the energy. The energy makes you feel refreshed, makes you feel overwhelmed. And if it's done correctly, it can be refreshing and it can be enlightening. But when that hose shuts off, you feel as though you're disconnected, you no longer have connection, and you feel as though you're no longer going to get that feeling again, that refreshment, that wonderful, overwhelming sense of love. The universe says that's not the case. Look at your strength here. Soul Tribe is teaching you to move on. Harmony is telling you that you have to move on. You're realizing you have to move on. You've said it more than once. You just want confirmation. Universe says, yeah, you can move on. You've done what you did. You did your life lesson. You actually were very successful. And what I'm seeing here is I see a lot of success here. You don't see yourself as such. You entered into their life, giving them something, giving them a chance to light the lantern one last time. Something was off on their energy, and they used the fact that they could connect to you and find vulnerability and find a human such as you, such as a nice, beautiful soul as you to connect with, not only on a soul level, not only on a physical level, but almost on a very intimate level where you guys could bond souls. And your energy has transferred, and you have given them something. You have given them a life. You have given them a chance. Freedom's there. You talked about how they needed to kind of set themselves apart and grow, and they did. And they honestly did. Does this mean anyone is better than you? I definitely don't think so. That's not the case. Your soul tribe, your past life. We haven't even pulled into the cards here, but I'm going to pull mid-deck here. Look, Star Energy. That's an Aquarius card. So the mid-deck... So what we're pulling here is I pull this card. This is the outcome. You love the Aquarius. You love the Aquarius energy. You're into Aquarius. You dig Aquarius. Date Aquarius. I'm going to tell you, actively try to date an Aquarius. That's an Aquarius energy. Aquarius energy is very, very unique. It has something that it likes to offer you. What I like to do, and I like to kind of look at, is I say, well, what does an Aquarius do? And that's why we opened up with talking about that detached feeling. Is it that clever, the deep thinker of the Aquarius that you like? Is it the friendliness? Is it the helpfulness? Is it the humanitarian, like I'll do something for somebody? Is it that feeling? Is it the independence of an Aquarius that you crave, you want to be taught? Is it the inventiveness? Because we know the intellectual is there, but the insensitive side there is also affecting you. So you have to look at yourself and go, well, what do I need to do? Because they're willful. They do things with purpose. Does that mean someone else wouldn't be as connected to you? No, not necessarily. But you have a Pisces, and they're affectionate. You have their water sign. They're romantic. They're selfless. So they have that humanitarian side of it. They're also wise. So they have the deep thinking aspect of it. But they're devoted. That's a difference. And a Pisces would be devoted and only commit to that. And they're artistic. But does that mean that you don't want to date an Aquarius? No, I think that you actually do want to date an Aquarius. I think you're looking for an Aquarius. I think you're looking for that perfect match. The universe is giving the Aquarius to you because that's what you crave. Your energy craves. That's what your soul wants, and that's what you have had. If you haven't dated an Aquarius before, I'd be shocked. You have the energy. I think it's your energy to connect to something that needs to enlighten you more, bring you to another place. You don't want to date a Capricorn that's a know-it-all, right? You don't want to date a Sagittarius that's restless, making you feel like you have to keep them entertained. A Scorpio, that there's that stubborn, secretive side that's not always fun. The secretive, intimate side is fun, but the emotional, distrustful side of a Scorpio is not fun. There's something with the traits of an Aquarius that you find yourself finding because they're both water and air sign. They represent as air with the intellect, but they hold water. Yeah, there you go. And there it is. You're trying to date. Your dad set the tone. If you've ever heard of family constellations, you should take a look at it. It's something interesting. Do a Google on it sometime. But this is your first Aquarius, and they've changed your outlook. They changed the way you looked at it. Maybe you dated someone that was really pushy. Like you said, they make decisions. It's not an arrogant decision, but this Aquarius, they are unassuming. Like you would never suspect things, like you said. But that's what you like. But there's a humanitarian part of them and that part of them is setting them apart for you for a date. Let's keep pulling here for a second because I want to see what you get. See, here's the moon. Get the stars and the moons. You want things to be very open, no secrets, nothing. Tell me exactly. I want you to tell me total honesty. And that's how I go. That's how I date. Because I hate having this like fucking games with people. Like people will kind of play a game and jump back and forth and just tell me what it is. You know, if you're starting to fight with me for no reason, then no, I'm out. And that's where you're at. You're like, hey, I love this. I love the seduction, the elusiveness and the eccentricness of an Aquarius, but you don't like the secrets. And that secrets they're not on there as secrets as such. They're on there as the deep thinker. And that connects to that feeling of where do we go? And maybe they're temperamental. And that's what it is. You want to know if you want to deal with it. You don't want people to say, I'll figure this out for you. You have to be, you have a good energy and you have a good read on people. The two chariots and your cornerstones, you have 1, 2, 3. You have basically half the read so far is pretty much major arcana. That's pretty crazy. And you're taking the moon and the stars. Right now, you're feeling like you're falling into alignment. I can tell you unequivocally, you're going to have love this summer. It is happening. It's holding back on you. It's your soul tribe energy. It's you're connecting to people who make you feel absolutely amazing. Don't go to people who make you feel fucking disgusting and as though you don't do enough. If they do, take your energy back. Step back. Go to a different direction. Don't take it personally. It's not about you. Romantic, selfless understandings give you this ability to kind of connect to your long-term energy, you know. But what are you trying to get here? What are you trying to grow from? Because in the wilderness of loneliness, where we're trying to discover this, what we call an oasis of love, right? We're trying to connect to this, what we don't have. And I see there's you and two other people, you choices, soul tribe, you. And this is you controlling the energy. I think this energy, this father figure energy, like you said, the Aquarius, maybe they represent what your dad was to you, and that's a big important part of it. Maybe you want to date someone that was like your dad. They don't have to look like your dad, but they have to have those traits, those same qualities. They have to be that person who's willing to go forward. You don't want someone who's going to be self-pitying. Like, that's not what you want. It's about taking action on an intimate level. Are you afraid to take action on an intimate level? I would say that's a possibility. I'd say soul tribe's helping you there because you have choices. You have soul tribe. Those are very good signs. And then this is the intimate. This is you taking action. This is you finding yourself. Maybe you feel like you're not as pretty or not as good or not as maybe as magnificent as you were when you were first dating this Aquarius. That doesn't make you any different. You are still the same person. If anything, you're better. You're literally like a psychic surgeon. You go in and you do surgery and you help them figure it out, and then you figure it out, and then you do some soul work with them, and then they become better. Just because they're not with you now does not mean that you haven't done your duty and you haven't done your life lesson. You have done very well. Because the energy that you put through and put forth is always going to be helpful. It's going to help you understand where you come from. You have choices every day. There's coworkers, there's people, there's everyone, but people don't say anything because they don't want to rock the boat or change the balance. Aquarius are totally different. Aquarius would be walk up to you, caress your face, kiss you on the forehead, and say, "You look amazing," and walk away. And you're like, "What the fuck?" You know what I'm saying? And Aquarius has a different type of energy. Aquarius is kind of like they will just do what is right, what feels right, what makes you feel the best, and that's what it is. But they can also make you feel the worst. Because when that energy, that light switch turns off, you're disconnected. But you're not making wrong choices. If that's your question, you are not making wrong choices. You can see there's 3 people here upside down. There's no secrets. There's nothing hidden. There's no tower moments. But it feels like you're going through something tower. But you actually have foundation here. You should give yourself a lot of credit. And I don't think sometimes you do. I think you feel as though you're looking for this perfect partner, but allow the universe to give the partner to you. It's like a gift, like when you receive a present, a birthday present or a holiday gift, you get these gifts and you say, okay, well, what is this? You say, well, I picked it for you. And that's what the universe has been doing for you. It's been picking for you. That last person wasn't a problem. It didn't cause issues. It's just you got into a place where you couldn't pull yourself back out of. Think of your wheels in the emotional mud. They have disconnected. They moved on. They're still friendly with you. It sounds like they're still connected to you, and that's okay. Being a friend is actually very helpful. That's still soul tribe energy. Just because you can't date them right now does not mean that you're not supposed to be with them or be with somebody else. It just means the universe is saying, I'm testing you. I don't want you going into a relationship unhealthy or unhappy. Imagine having a baby with someone when you're fighting with them. Like that kind of energy. That's tough. That's a really tough energy to sell. Let's see here. Tugs my heartstrings. I always people. Let's see. Better than rules. No, I think you're not. I think, and this could be you self-sabotaging just a little bit, and that's a possibility. Maybe not with this person. I don't see self-sabotage here, but I'm just telling you, because you come at things with a plan. And instead of just letting things unfold naturally and become what they are, and that's what you did originally, and then all of a sudden you became attached, you became emotionally connected, and everything became more of an investment, more of a long-term commitment to you, and you're like, well, I don't want to change this. But this independence of an Aquarius really sets you on your ear because it sets you going like, well, do you need me or not? And not being needed is really tough. It's hurtful almost. And especially when it comes along with a detached, eccentric side, if she feels like who the fuck are you? But the reality is, you just have to hold your ground and hold who you are, and prove to the Aquarius your value. What is it? Your traits. What are you giving? What is the hope that you will give back to the situation? Let's pull for the outcome here. Look, it's not blocking anymore. I think the universe is saying stop blocking and start embracing, because when we're going into this energy you're building, it is really tough. But you have to trust me and trust the universe. Look, soul tribe energy, and those people protect you. Soul tribe. You go on a bad date. One guy's a one whatever. It doesn't matter. You go on a friend date. It doesn't matter. If somebody goes on a date with you and they treat you like an asshole, you want to be able to call someone afterwards and say, hey, listen, what the fuck just happened? Not having those phone calls is tough. Then you sit with those emotions, and then they stew, and then they fester, and then it feels as though they boil over. But soul tribe energy, connect to some soul tribe. You want to connect to people who make you feel amazing, and they will allow you to make them feel amazing. Don't look at it as an intimate connection or a love connection, but look at it as a friend connection. How do you connect to people? The Aquarius is there. The Aquarius is always there, but they were put into your life for a reason, because they're a king of swords, and you're holding the ace of swords. You're holding their sword, which tells me one of two things. You took the sword out of their hand. You took the ability to make and decide out of their hand. That's what happened. Now the decision's in your hand. If you really wanted somebody and somebody wanted you, that would be happening. And that's how the reality is. You even hold back now because you're afraid to get hurt more, and that's what happens. You get more protective. And reality is there. It's there. You see it. So let's pull us. Like I said, this comes across as the nurturer. Right now, you're not nurturing. You're not giving them the energy. You might be getting taught to nurture, but you're going to be nurturing probably yourself. You're not in alignment with the Aquarius. You can see. You're in alignment with your soul tribe. You'll nurture your soul tribe. You'll nurture more choices, and you'll give energy to this person, but they're not the choice. They're not the best choice. There's nothing that makes them the best choice. I think that you've convinced yourself that they are the best choice. You said it yourself. Your intuition has told you more than once, walk away, walk away, walk away, but you didn't. You kept staying. And that is actually a huge, huge moment to be proud of, because you stuck in there. You stayed with somebody. You said, no, I'm not going to walk. I'm not going to walk. But when the moment it felt like you were getting maybe mistreated, that's when you said, I'm out. You just turned the key and just drove away. That's kind of what it is. You know you have choices. You know your value. You know how intelligent you are. You're beautiful. I can see it here. You're very vulnerable. You can see this here. They've stripped you of all your clothing. I mean, they've seen everything. They've learned your emotions. They've learned your physical, and they've learned everything. And they're not using it against you, and you're not using it against them. That's a huge life lesson right there. Because the five of wands can pop as a couple different things. It's strength energy. I tell you, by mid-July, you're moving into that choice. You're moving into like the soul tribe. Pick from your soul tribe is what it's telling you. Because it's telling you 7. This is July. Like, this is July energy. And we're talking about this. This is Leo energy. You're feeling weak or feeling vulnerable. And think of it like this. Think about like you're a lion taking a nap. Of course you're going to be weak and vulnerable when you're napping. Because you're letting your energy re-heal, grow, and that's what it is. It's just like working out or doing anything. It takes time. If you put more effort in, it's going to become a bigger, better option for yourself. You're putting effort in now because it's going to help you become more amazing. The choices are there. It's a black or white choice. You knew it was black or white way back when. You said I should have walked, but I didn't. It was like yes or no. Right now you're saying I'm not giving any energy. There's no yes or no choice, but you're still happy. You still have happiness. I can see it. The connection's there. You have it. The 7's there. The 7's are powerful. The 7's are prominent. The 7's are pointing to July. You're seeing a lot of July energy. The energy's here, and it's kicking from June into the mindset that you are worthy, you are valuable. You're not waiting for this person. You're not waiting for them to figure themselves out. You're figuring yourself out. You are more valuable than they are, and that's okay. You know that? That's actually really okay. I love that, because you're not giving your energy to them. They're not manifesting off of your energy, and that's actually what happens when you think about someone so much. They actually get that bonus energy and can manifest, just so you know. Keep going here. Look at Dark Horse Candidate. There's someone that's coming in that's going to meet your expectations. They're going to give you. They're going to plant their pentacle and say, hey, I'm Taurus energy. I am a life lesson. I'm your next life lesson. And this person's going to come in and say, I want to learn from you. I want to connect to you, and I want to be part of who you are. because I think you are. You are perfect in how you are. The universe has just tested you to say, are you ready for the real challenge now? This was an opening act, just so you understand. I don't think you realize in the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to be an absolutely monster. You're going to be a powerhouse. You are always getting life lessons, and that's why. And that thought right there, this is about life lessons. This whole thing's about life lessons, but it doesn't come at you with the word life lesson. Because when you're seeing 5, 6, 7s of Pentacles, when you're seeing Hierophant cards, King of Pentacles, those are life lessons. That's Taurus energy. So when we're starting to get this energy, we're getting this like big energy coming in. You're going to start to see it. And then the Knight of Pentacles is really, really helpful because the Knight's coming in with Virgo. It's Hermit. It's Deep Thinker. It's you're like, oh, I have to wait. Oh my God, I have to do this. And you're thinking it's going to take until October. It doesn't take until October. It takes until what you need it to take. There's no timeline on here because you set your own timeline. Going forward, you just have to commit to the fact that you are willing to accept what the universe is bringing in. You have your own guidance. You have your own reality. Think about when you were little. Think about when you were a little girl and you were growing up. Did those decisions always add up to something? No. You kind of like, oh, I backed into this. Great. The universe is saying, allow me to help you back into something again. That's what it's doing. The universe wants you to find this connection to be very, 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 very agreeable, pleasurable, and make you happy. But it should make you grow. It shouldn't let you stay the same. You should not be the worse off. You should be better off. You're holding back. Your blindfolds on. The Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords energy. That's Eight of Swords. Sorry, Eight of Swords energy. It's Gemini. That's lover energy, actually. Even better. So the Eight of Swords energy is literally learning to love. Ultimately, either this Aquarius has opened you up, opened your heart up, and said it's okay to love again. And maybe they taught you how to love again. Maybe you learned to love through being with them, and that's okay. Imagine meeting someone brand new, going on a date, even say tonight. And don't say you can't do it. Don't say it's impossible. Don't say it's never going to happen. Don't ever say that, because that's not the reality. Because you set your own tone. You just you set that and say, I'm going on a date. When? Tonight. Like, you're going to find somebody. You're going to say, I'm going out. That's fucking powerful. When you do that, I walk up to someone and be like, hey, I want to go out with you. When? Tonight. Let's go get a drink somewhere. Hang out, talk. You have to look for men that you grow with, because that's part of your life lesson. That's who you are. If I'm not interested, you're going to be out, because you're going to walk. But you want someone who's going to teach you something deep, teach you who you are, teach you that growth, you want to learn from this partnership. You want to be able to, and then this partnership has to also learn as you both grow. You don't want to aim for the lowest bottom of the barrel, because that's not where you are. Your value is not there. I can tell you. It's definitely not there. You're aiming for high. You're aiming high up. You have to be very, very agreeable to the fact that you are growing and you're becoming a more loving person. That's what the universe wants you to know. Why do you hold back from that? What have you learned? You have learned a lot from being with them, and I love this. There it is. It's giving and receiving. What's wrong with giving and receiving a little bit? Maybe finding someone to go out and say, hey, I'm just looking for a friend. I want to go play darts once a week. I want to go bowling. I want to go do something. I want to go read tarot cards with somebody once a week. And just connect to somebody and, be who you are. That connection is going to be real. It's going to become real, and you're going to feel it. You're going to open up. Your heart's going to open up more and more and more. You're going to realize that the connection, the more that you have it, the more you're going to want it. But you have to go at it slow, go at it with the mindset of that you are worth it. The value is there. The universe has been breadcrumbing you for a while now, and it's been connecting your emotions to your chakras, and you've probably been going all over the map. But the action is going to be put onto you. The universe can't make you take that step, but it will help you back into a situation where you'll be happy. What is it that you look for? What is it you want? How do you want to grow? What is it you're looking for in this connection? I think it's a sacred space. You want to have self-discovery. You want to have growth. You want to be able to understand that turmoil is a problem, and you have to work through it. You have to forge that alliance together. But loneliness, once it takes hold, it's really tough. You have to get rid of it. That loneliness, don't surround yourself with people who are going to make you feel less than. Make people who are going to make you feel better, bigger, better. The vibration is going to be amazing. Look at community. This is long term. I like this. This is getting married in a church, just so you know. This is the church wedding. The outcome is you want to marry someone like an Aquarius. But the thing is, the way you're going about it, you're aiming away from soul tribe energy, and you're trying to lean towards forcing this connection and force the partner, and that partnership has to be built on what you want. So you're saying, do I want to connect to someone like the Aquarius again, or do I want to focus on my chakras and go logic, heart, what do I need, and then take action? So you're at a crossroads here. You're inevitably going to have to make a choice, but you're not being told to make a choice. Did you do anything wrong? Definitely not. I love the layout. I love the spread. I love what I'm seeing here. The moon card is amazing. It's Pisces energy. We talked about that early on. It's Knight of Cups. It's the Prince Charming cup. That's what you want. You want someone to be like, hey, did you get that? And you're like, get what? And all of a sudden, knock, knock, there's flowers at your door. That kind of energy, that or just a little note saying, hey, I'm thinking of you. Just that little bit just connects you. This allows you to say, I'm getting to my completion. I'm getting to that end goal. There's possible tower moments, but it's moving the earth to get to what I want. Past life says this person's coming in. You can see it lands right on the pyramid. Your happiness. You have to allow dark horse candidates to come in. You have to allow people to date you that you would never suspect. You have to allow the universe to pick for you. You have to allow the universe to give you that chance. But what's the soul tribe going to do? What's the soul tribe going to do to help you? It's going to allow you to communicate. That's what I was talking about. Messengers. Pages of Pentacles are messengers. But when we're talking to you and we're understanding what happens when you have good messages, you don't need to tell anyone. But you have to have patience. You have to have an understanding. You have to await the news. Maybe even focus on something else. Balance your time with money, job, career, and also focus on that. Don't focus on just love. Love is not the only thing that you need. You are in love. You're in love with yourself. I see that you're very much you're in deep support of your own soul, and that's so important. Not everyone does that. But you're growing because you have this connection. If you want to know about the tower moment, because you feel like you and this other person, I can see you and the Aquarius both have this potential tower moment. You guys haven't made it happen yet. You feel as though it's happened. You feel like something's there. You feel like something. It's like I get like your emotions are like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do this. But the tower moment hasn't happened because there's still a little bit of give and receiving there. There's passion there. But you're trying to fix the situation. The universe says, why would you want to fix the situation when you're bound to be married to somebody else? This person coming in that's past life, passionate. They're going to make you happy. Like they're like, oh, I was thinking maybe tonight I'd give you a body massage, and not like no strings attached, that kind of energy. That like I my hands on your body is making love to you. Like that in itself, that connection, that energetic exchange is there because you have to go with your heart, and your heart isn't telling you what to do anymore. Your heart's basically confusing you, and logic is taking control, saying, well, make another choice then. And you're like, well, I'm not ready. And the universe says you don't have to make any choice. Just be happy. Focus on something. Pick up a new hobby. That's the best thing you can do. That's the same thing. It falls in that same line of you want to grow, then teach yourself to grow. Do not rely on someone else to help you grow. Become your own water. So you have to end this idea that you aren't you should end the idea that you're not going to ever have someone, because that's not the case. The summer's coming in, and the summer's your summer. That's why you were drawn to the channel. That's what I keep picking up on. The Ten of Swords is very good. I love the Ten of Swords. It's basically saying, you know what, I'm done. And not in a bad way. You don't want to ever put it out there, and you want to put every ill intention on anything. But when you're pulling out the Tens of Swords, it's lover energy. You're saying, I'm done not being in love with somebody else. I'm done not finding love for me. The Ten of Swords is absolute lover energy, and it takes place. This timeline, just so you know, according to tarot, is June 11th to June 20th. And that's the completion of ending this relationship with this partner, this Aquarius. Understanding you've learned something, you've grown something, but you have to end taking off that blindfold. You have to realize who you are, what you have gained. You have gained. The reality of what you gained is up to you and what you want to take from it, but the reality that you show is that you have passed love. You have past ability to connect. Not everyone can do that. There's people out there who are absolutely true narcissists. I'm not saying the Aquarius was one, but there are people out there who you could have connected to. But you're understanding that this is connecting you to yourself. You're not in turmoil. You just can't find solace. That's all. And that's really tough. You're on the ocean by yourself, but you're really not alone. You know what I'm saying? Because what we're looking for is company. We're looking for our own company. We're looking to expand our cosmic alliance. We're looking to silence the universe and say, I'm not alone. I need to help myself first. The universe wants you to understand this, because whatever it is, the eternal flame that burns brightly in you is there, and it's lighting up other people's darkest corners. That's what I don't think you understand. This is what it's doing. Is you came in and you changed something. You changed something for somebody else. You didn't need fixing. You fixed. That's the difference. I think the mindset is very different for you, because you are, see, you're the sword holder. You took the Aquarius' sword and left. So you have the King's sword. You just haven't done anything with it. So the King of Swords sword is very good. When we look at the King of Sword, we're saying, hey, what do they do? What do they represent? They're intentional. They have strategic thoughts. They go into the day that this is the best fucking day I've ever had. I'm going to have the best week coming up. I'm going to fall in love like I've never fallen in love before. That is your action. Those are your mindset. That's the sword that you carry. You carry a sword with this feisty confidence. You are lusty. You're creative. You want to be physical. You're okay with that. So what if someone fucking thinks it's a little too forward? Oh well. You're allowing yourself to be expressive. Don't underestimate that expressiveness, and allow yourself to be who you are. You have to be totally honest. If you want to be the queen to some king, total honesty, healer, supportive. You have to be self-assured, and you have to stand ground. 50-50. That's what it is. You're finding this partner. This partner's coming in. They're not in yet, but you're both approaching each other as knights. Not kings, not queens, knights. You're coming at each other very, very straight, very, very honest. I love what's happening here. The passion that comes in is going to really awaken your spirit. You think you've made love before. This is totally different, because you're making love with your soul, with your energy, with your spirit. That's the difference. That's what's happening. Have you ever made love with your chakras? That kind of energy. That's what you're looking for. You're trying to connect to someone. You're going to go find someone that's going to connect to you. What is it, the one thing you want? You want spirituality. You want someone to understand you. You want someone to understand that this is just a human experience. That person who says that to you is the person you connect to. That's the person who's going to bring you a joyous outcome. They're going to bring you the sun, but they're going to ask you to help carry it. That's the difference. They understand that you have strength. You are not weak. You're not vulnerable to anybody. This new opportunity that now opens up is based on you, on messages. You probably even get messages. You probably get texts. People probably hit on you or flirt with you all the time, but you dismiss it, saying it's not for you. You're not worthy of it. That's not true. You are very much worthy of it. I think you should start filling up your dance card a little bit and saying, hey, I give myself a challenge. Once or twice a week, I go on a date. If someone starts fucking ghosting me or icing me, I just go on a different date. You're not committed. You're not boyfriend, girlfriend. You're just dating. You should be able to date as many people as you want, be safe as you want, be connected as you want, choose your boundaries, force yourself to go beyond those comfort zones, and then learn. Because learning is part of the journey. But heartbreak has set you really, really back, and it feels like you're going to only have heartbreak again. If that's the mindset, then yeah, you'll have heartbreak again. But heartbreak was not the intention in the first place. I think you set yourself into heartbreak because of you set yourself up by fueling the Aquarius's energy. And the judgment was never put on you. You were never judged. That's the other thing. It's a wake-up call. What's your life's purpose? What are you supposed to be doing here? And you're not supposed to be connecting. And this Aquarius is hanging, waiting. They're basically trying to make a decision about what they want to do with you. But it's all about wisdom and self-sacrifice. But you're getting a different perspective. And you're saying, no, you can't come back. Do you understand? I'm actually moved on. That's a powerful, powerful energy, because when you move on, there is no coming back. And it's not just words, it's actually a statement, because you have found yourself looking for something that's going to fulfill you, satisfy you. It's not about dishonesty. It's not about someone being abusive. It's about you finding yourself unloved or abandoned. And you're like, I can't do that. That's not for me. Thank you, but no thank you. I'm going to go into protection mode for a little while, and I'm going to move on. Your anxiety, your nightmares, any grief, depression that you have is going to go away, because you're giving up on that. You're saying, that's not for me, actually. That was part of the old relationship. That's part of my old version. Now the version is going to bring you from this heartbreak to messages to, well, I can have as many messages as I want. Yeah, the universe wants you to connect to as many people as you can, because you are that important to this process. You are the star in itself. Why do you think the Aquarius wanted you? Why do you think they were craving you so badly? I think that you're a very, very powerful energy, and you just don't see it. Look at third time over. The universe is telling you, you want to play a game? We can play a game. It's called marriage. See? But if you sit there and don't do any action, you take no movement forward to create this, then it's never going to happen. It's not going to build. You're not going to be able to have this happen, and that's unfortunate. What do you need to do here? What do you want to connect with? How do you want to build your energy? I'm going to pull mid deck and see what the universe wants you to know here, because I'm just curious. Yeah, it's about you exploring. Here it is. It's about you going out there, exploring within your soul tribe, and then going beyond that, letting your soul tribe be the protector. Letting your soul tribe know, hey, let your best friends know. Say, hey, look, I'm going to start dating. And just, let people know. I'm going to start dating. Put it out there. Tell the universe, I'm going to start dating. When you use those words out there and you verbalize them, you will date. You can also throw in there, I'm looking for my husband. Don't say it unabashedly. Say it very forward, straightforward. Understand. Because turmoil is going to sit there and just going to boil, and it's going to give you a reservoir of hatred if you don't connect to what you really want. Where is your true essence? Where is it going to reside? What is it going to do? What are the trials and tribulations that you're going through that you feel as though you're being tested? Look at those life lessons. What are they going to do to you? How's that going to unfold? So I think what you're connecting to is something that the universe is saying, there's a reason you and I are even on live right here talking. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that would actually happen? Why do you think this is the first time I've done this? But I'm giving you this chance to do it because I see what you have. But I just get out of school yesterday, and my schedule opened up, your schedule opened up, and this universe allowed us to connect to do this. Do you think that you don't deserve love? You don't deserve happiness? Oh, 100% you do. And better yet, you're being selfish by not giving that love that you have to offer to other people, because you're an amazing, amazing soul. But allow yourself to give of yourself. Be happy, jovial, and to let that happiness grow. Because when you find family contentment, you're going to get total love and support. And guess what else happens? You find your partner, you find your husband, you find your long-term partner. This person's going to become your other half. But don't go into it with this is my other half, I'm found you. Go into it, I'm going to be searching for them. And make them chase you. Allow them, let them know. Don't be ashamed. I'm just dating right now. I'm not looking for a boyfriend. I'm just dating right now. I'm just looking for, and that drives many men crazy, because they want to have you. They want to conquer. They do. You have to be, your fear is gone. Your fear is gone. I can tell it's coming in here. You're going to date in the summer, and by the end of the summer, you will have your partner. You will have your person. I can see it. It's written here. It's long term, but you have the mindset. You're already manifesting this, but you have to expect some challenges with whatever you do. You can't just work on anything. Make a decision, work on the inner healing, which we obviously are doing. That's why we're here. But the universe says you have deserved this more than you have ever expected, and you just don't think you're ready for it, but you are. You're 100% ready for it. You start exploring. Enjoy the summer. Find something that will let you to get outside that comfort zone. Push yourself beyond the comfort zone. You have a beautiful, beautiful energy. You have this energy to connect. You have this energy to grow, and I love what I see here. And then there it is. And ultimately, it's pregnancy. I think this is what it is. Will he know how to use to... hold on, what's this? Will he know how to use... Oh, I see. Two, and two. Intelligence is a very big part of your read here. That's this. Anytime you see swords, it's all about intelligence. That's why you go with an Aquarius. An Aquarius is the intelligence sign. It's the sign of intelligence. There's air signs. There's Libra. That's justice. That's like intelligence with justification. There's Gemini. There's the quirky side of the air sign. But the intentional air sign is the Aquarius. So yes, your mindset is there. You can obviously find that out just by talking to someone, texting with somebody. Have you ever thought about going on a different dating app or going on Hinge or something like that, or connecting and saying, hey, I'm going to open this up? Send a message. I love your vibe. I think you look great. I'd like to just chat with you. Would you like to talk? And that's it. Very honest. Very, very down to earth. None of that crazy fucking bullshit pickup lines that are just so cheesy and overplayed. It doesn't have to happen. You just have to be receptive to the one who's actually trying to meet you. There's going to be red flags. There's always red flags. But you have to go into it with, I expect total honesty. Those are your words out of your mouth. I expect total honesty, and you give them the same. Don't hold back. Watch how that relationship unfolds if you never hold back and you completely are honest. And you give them complete honesty, you know? That kind of thing. You ever have a conversation with somebody and you start talking to them and you see it? Do you want to know what's going to happen to them? Is that what you're curious about too? Do you have that wonder? Are you worried? You wondered? You curious? And that's what it is. And that's a big part of it, you know. I mean, I vibe with a lot of people at work, but I don't push people. Like, that's how I am. I mean, between you and I think this coworker, she has something for me, but I don't like push her because I'm not trying to date her. I enjoy her energy as a friend, but I'm not trying to push her. But my point is, it's like that's the same kind of thing. But when you meet a ton of crazy people, they're trying too hard. Stop trying. Just slow it down. Focus on wisdoms. Focus on the perspectives. Focus on your good fortune. I'm going to read for them for a second. I want to see where their energies are. Yeah, that's the thing. Just have a rule. Say, hey, look, I have a rule. I have a 3-month rule. I have a 3-month rule, like with sex. And it's really, really interesting because people want to push you into sex because they like that physical connection. And we're in like a sexual world now. It's like that's kind of where it is. It's like there's not dating, it's sex. And no one wants to actually learn who the other person is first. They just want to have sex with them and test drive and say, it's like driving a car. And it's kind of fucked up. It's like, oh, wow, I'm wicked sexually compatible with you. Awesome. Great. Now do you want to date? It's like you kind of did it backwards. You already exchanged your energy. You have to put a little effort in here. And if you're meeting someone that doesn't want to put any effort in, that's how it is. So let's read on them. Let's read what they want because I know you're curious to see where they're at, where they're going to end up, and I'm going to do a waterfall read for them because I'm just curious to see what there is. They're not burdened, okay? And that's okay. And we don't want them to be burdened. You don't want them to carry burdens because you helped them release something. There's something that happened that you helped them release. I don't know what it is, but you did. The universe wants you to understand that. That's where these messages come in. They're not burdened or they're burdened by the messages with you. Let's see. He certainly keeps saying friends, and I'm like saying, man, you're my husband. It is. It's kind of like, yeah, it's not that they don't want to marry you. It's they want it to happen absolutely spiritually and naturally. Nothing's better than having best friends that grow into lovers, that grow into partners, that grow into husband and wife. Because when you get old and when there's no more sex and no more intimacy like that, what do you have left? Nothing. But if you build your friendship on you build everything on that foundation of friendship, your boundaries are there, your persistence is there. It's there, but you don't have to worry about anything other than good news, success, and recognition because you have each other's back, because you're friends first. That's how it is. That's how it should be. Oh, it's giving 2 cards here. Look at marriage. See, when you move into this new phase of getting married to somebody else, that is there. They infinitely have the connection to you. They know they're connected to you on a long-term basis, just so you know. See? Look at mid-deck pull messages. They're waiting for a message from you. I think my insecurities got the best of me with the other friends. Yeah, so let's see here. New start, brand new beginning. This is someone new. King of Swords. See, the King of Swords pops out here for you. This is Aquarius. Brand new start coming in. So that knight you saw is probably another Aquarius. It's probably a different Aquarius, or it could be the same Aquarius. But I'm feeling like this Aquarius he has you on his mind. This person has you on their mind. There's no doubt in my mind. They have 2 people they think about constantly, and you are one of those 2 people. Marriage is here, and I think that's part of it. They're not looking to move to that direction, but there's a brand new start, and this could be the universe testing both of you. See, there's your Queen of Cups energy from his energy. See, there's the nurturer. He knows you're a nurturer, but you guys are not in alignment right now if something's happening. You are a beautiful energy, by the way. I love the Queen of Cups energy. Super, super nice. He's looking for the Queen of Swords, and you're just trying to find your way to get to him. Queen of Swords energy is, like I said, the CEO, or it's the lawyer. Queen of Swords energy is very nice, but this is that honest person. You know, look, you're coming at him honest, and he doesn't handle it. But it's also Libra energy. It's balance, justice. It's holding back. If you wanted my opinion, he'll contact you. If you don't reach out to him or talk to him by September or October, he'll find himself going, fuck, I missed him. Like, he will. Because he knows you're connected. He knows that you guys are together. But he's waiting on you to give your cup. He's waiting on you to send love. See? But working on something. He knows you guys are fighting. But you are his match. I can tell you that's true. You are the one that matches him. You match his energy. You hold him back. You hold him accountable. And I think that's very, very, very good. Look at there it is. There's a Libra justice energy following up, telling you you're coming in. He's getting what he deserves, is what he feels. He's like, fuck. See? So there's the exploration. Like, what do we do now? Because once you guys get too disconnected, it's like you can't just go, hey, how you doing? I miss you. I love you. Good morning. It kind of disconnects, doesn't it? I think you have this energy, but it's something is there for you to do. He is on your mind, and you're on his mind. That's true. But what is it about him and another lady? I don't know that, because I see him connecting. He's probably connecting to somebody or something else, and he's trying to. I see there's no face to this other person, and that's what he is. He's probably exploring because you made him feel like, wow, I can actually be something. But her energy is not the same. Your energy is very, very powerful. You're like, don't cut you off. Look at divine communication, see? So you guys are divinely connected for divine communication. There's something there. There's a situation brewing, and he's getting taught something by a life lesson, and you're helping facilitate it. There's the sun. See, there's the breadcrumbing. If you really want to keep talking to him, keep talking to him. Just send them messages once in a while. You don't have to shut him out. You have to put him on the cold. But yeah, your day of belonging has moved on. You're moving on to something. But you don't have to hate that for him. You just insinuate you're going to start dating. Let him know. Checking in. How you doing? Everything's great on your end. Your life is amazing. You have learned something that you have not learned. He does miss you. Does this mean you wait for him? No, it does not mean you wait for him. I would not wait for him. He could be the one that you get married to. That is an option. The universe said you have choices. Remember, you have 7 choices. But you have to choose. If you're choosing him, then you have to choose him. Or you have to go explore. But you can't just sit there. And you can't wait, because he's done nothing. And that's what I'm saying, is let him be himself. If he feels like a failure, then let him live his life lessons. You can't live his life lessons for him. Do you feel like a failure? That's the real question. Do you feel like you messed up? No. You don't. You can't. You have the energy of this surprise. You know how to take time for yourself, to connect who you are, to build your energy, to become what you want to be. This energy is yours. So let's see here. I'm going to pull one oracle card for him. I'm curious to see what he thinks from his perspective to you, like what he thinks about you. What is it? What is he thinking? Cycles. Fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. And this could be like you guys are moving from that, like, you know, let's call it what it is, you know, sex buddies, like where you guys were hooking up, to maybe long-term moving in, maybe in the long-term future. This is just temporary for him. Maybe this is just temporary. And that's how he feels. And this is from his energy. But there's definitely a fight going on between the two of you, and he knows that you're going to get a new start, and you will not stay very, very single for long. Yes, and that's exactly what I see. Yeah, your heart wants him. and you know what you deserve. You deserve your absolute happiness. You need this person. You should be coming home to someone making you dinner. That's what you should be coming home to. You should be coming home to like that. Like, I've had a hard day at work. Put your feet up. Let me rub your feet. Let me rub your legs. Let me just give you a massage. Let me talk to you for a minute. Let's just watch a movie and I'll just rub you. That kind of talk. But he went to Missouri for a reason. Or is that Montana? I think it's Missouri, right? And then he picked this choice for a reason, because he is making this life grow. He's learning his life lessons. It's exactly what I say all the time, right? You have to be a bigger version of yourself, and he's trying to become a bigger, better version of himself. Unfortunately, you feel as though you're being lost in the fray and you're left behind, but that's not exactly the case. Your energy's there. Your energy's happily welcoming to new people. What do you want? Where do you want to go from there? How do you want to build this energy? What do you want to get out of this? I think there's the truth. It's what you need to do to become a better version. They're trying to make a commitment to themselves to become bigger, better, but that's not going to necessarily happen. Let's take a look here. I mean, once you're grateful, it unlocks so much. You have to realize that, because that's what I see here. I mean, you're working on yourself. They're working on themselves. It's not about another connection. It's about this connection for both of you. And this connection is the universe talking to both of you, saying, hey, open up your hearts and minds and see what happens. And the more you guys open your hearts, you guys fall in love with different people. And that's what happens, because you have taught this person how to open, how to become. And then they start to fall for other people because they realize the value. And it's not that you didn't even fix them, and that's really where we're heading with this. But if you fix them, what's the long-term outcome, Pregnancy. Imagine you were going through this now, but this could be you. If you believe this is your partner, then you have to expand your own horizon, let go of that regret, let go of that disruptive mindset that you don't deserve and you can never have, because you're getting. This summer is going to be your summer. Don't give them the chance to stop you from being who you are. You have to illuminate the darkest corners. You have to light them up. Keep doing like you've been doing, and that's what happens. You haven't made a wrong choice. You made many right choices, and that led you to this path where you now have a life lesson, and the universe is like, I'm going to reward you. You've done very well. What is it they give you? What is it they offer you that's so powerful that you want country love? What is it this person's giving you that you can't get from somebody else? That's what I would like to know. That's what I'm asking you. Because this other person has power over you, and it's because you've given them a lot of energy, a lot of energy. Yeah, I was literally just asking. I said, well, what about this other person? And this is the card I pulled. I was asking in my head. I go, what about the other person? And then this is what I got. It's because you're stuck on them that you won't make a choice on anyone else. And you're looking, what you need is a King of Cups. You need someone to nurture you. You don't need someone to... You need to take a different approach now with somebody else. Like I said, look for a Pisces. Look for a water sign. That kind of energy might change you up. Maybe give you have some fun with it. Look at it like, hey, I'm not going to date him. I'm not going to marry him. I'm just going to enjoy hanging with him. That kind of energy will give you a piece of freedom. Because you set the boundary right out the gate saying, look, I'm not trying to do this. I'm not trying to become something I'm not. All right, let's see. I think it's spontaneous aspects of the person that I met. The person is a fool, but the man I fell for is not. Yes, that's pretty funny. Yeah. But your beauty comes from within. You know that. Yes, that's exactly what the universe is saying. And it's not that they've gone. You have to understand, this aqua is not gone. You're just setting them. You're saying, okay, motherfucker, you want to play? You're going to chase me now. If you really want me, you chase me. That's how I play. And then Aqua's going to take notice because they're going to realize they're about to lose you. And if they really, really want you and the universe really wants you to be together, then they will chase you. But don't cut off communication. Don't be hateful. Don't be mean. Supportive. Hey, how you doing? We're friends? Fine, we'll be friends still. You know? Don't throw things in their face. Just kind of being yourself. But when you start falling for other people, it's going to make this Aqua go fucking crazy. They're going to get really, really jealous. Because they have your energy, and that's what they know. They have your energy. I'm telling you, as an Aqua, let the energy go. Act like it doesn't bother you. But be friendly with them. Hey, how are you? How are things going? Great. Because that's going to bother the Aqua. That's your inside scoop from an Aqua for another Aqua. Just to give you kind of a little hint. Because the Aqua likes to be the star of attention. The center. And when you start focusing your energy on others, it makes them realize something's fucked up. Hey, yeah, you're not going to hate him. No, do not hate him. Nope, that's friendly. I agree. Just let your friends say what they want to say. You don't have to say. You don't have to argue with them. Say, yeah, I hear you. I hear what you're saying, and don't allow it. But just also tell that same friend, look, I'm going to start dating again. But just because I want to have friends, I'm not going to ruin what I built as a friendship with this person because I'm not dating them. That's selfish. That's really not fun. Oh yeah, they love attention. It's there. You're very similar, I think, in a lot of ways. There's a lot of energy that's there, that's connecting, and I feel the energy is real. I feel like you guys are very much in love. I think that's reality. I think that's the focus. The universe doesn't want to show you Lover's card, but we saw a lot of Gemini energy, a lot of Lover energy. With the Knight of Swords, with the Sword energy, with the Ten of Swords, we saw that. But I'm going to say I'd say this week into next week. By this time next week, you should have had gone on a date with somebody. I'm talking a legitimate date, not just to fucking prove them wrong or make them feel bad, but for you, someone that you want to date. Kind of just get out there and say, I'm going to date someone. Give yourself a chance. You know, let one of your friends pick for you. That might help you too. It'll take off that like pressure, and just say, I'm going to go on a blind date and just see how it happens. Get yourself out there. Allow that energy to be shared. You can't hold the energy back anymore. The universe is telling you have done very well. Why would you slow down now? This is just a life lesson, and you know that. But this doesn't define you. This doesn't set your tone. This is not who you are. It's just part of what you like. Yeah, see the breadcrumbing, and the sun's coming out. I feel like you're moving to a very positive place. Imagine you meet that person, and you know what I'm talking about, that person who makes you forget about the last person. That always happens. And you go, oh, I don't remember I was dating somebody. I think that energy is real. That energy is solid. Do you have any other questions that you want me to answer for you? I can read for another minute or two. I'm probably going to be on tonight, too, later on. I might go on later. Like after 8. Oh, you're not holding me. No, I'm just getting my stuff ready for later. But the reality is, like I said, I think you're there. That's what I was picking up on Wednesday. This person wants your energy, but they don't want to commit to you. And that's all that's happening. It's not about you. It's not about you haven't done enough. Oh yeah, I'll leave it up. It's unlisted. You could share the link if you want. It just won't show up in the queue or in the channel. But yeah, this is it's your read. I tagged it Kuntry, I think. It is a date on it. But yeah. Yeah, so this is yours. It's just an unlisted video. But you are definitely welcome for the read. I don't mind doing it. Yes, that's exactly what it is. He loves your energy, loves who you are, loves what you represent. From your energy coming in, you offer more. He has to grow his energy. He's trying to raise his vibration. I see that. But that doesn't mean you wait for him. I mean, you go, okay, keep raising your vibration. Because you're not their mother. So he's not good enough because he's not trying. But that's not for you to, like, you can't make him try. Like I said, being his friend is the best thing you can do right now. Just be the friend and hang out. That's all I'm telling you. It's like, it's freeing. It really is. And like I said, you're not doing it with this negative intention or whatever. But I hope this helped you. I do. Yes, you are. I think you've been ready to face the world for a while. At least from what I could tell in the readings. I think you're just trying to save them. That's all it comes down to, and you can't. That's not how it works. It's fucking hurts. It hurts when you can't help someone, and they need help, and they don't want to even help themselves. But the universe says you've done it. You've triggered them. Like you've triggered them. Soon enough. I might open up a donations part of the channel because I had that happen last week, and I feel really bad because people want to donate, and I want to give people at least a chance. It's the universe. It's like kind of like I'm noticing it's time for that. That's all. But I might do a donations part on the channel. And that's what it is. And maybe they're not ruining their life. They're just changing perspective. They're changing direction. They're rebuilding. Because it's not for us to judge what they're doing. But they're not gone. I can tell you that. They're not out of your energy. They love you. That's true. And a lot of times we don't talk about how we feel, and that's what's wrong. Well, if he's going to jail, he's going to jail. But it's actions he did, you know. You don't just go to jail for nothing. But you are definitely loved. I can tell you. You have done nothing wrong. You're missed. Very much so. And no one can replace you. Like, he could sleep with a billion women, and they wouldn't be you. That's what I see. But he has to settle for something else, is what I keep getting. No, I'm just telling you what I read. That's what it is. I just come at you guys with whatever I read. That's why I'm shocked when people go, "That doesn't resonate." I'm like, really? I'm like my cards are talking to me. But I try not to talk about certain things like prison or things like that because that isolation, that imprisonment makes people feel negative. So I try to stay away from things like that. And it's about a life choice they made. That's what it comes down to in reality. Because once you start going and saying, well, they're going to prison, you put them in prison. Like we start to manifest the prison for them. But that's why you have to say, I am a very good friend. And you're an amazing catch. Yeah, see? And that's what it is. Like, just be there, be supportive. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. When negative readers come on, I hate that. It's like you're coming at it with such a really bad vibe. I like to tell you guys. I tell you still the same thing. I just tell you in a different way. That's all. Yeah, I really do. Like it's like I could tell you someone's going away, but then I have to be like rude about it. But I have come across some energies that were really bad, like on the channel so far. Like not for you guys, but like I was talking to reading for someone, and I'm like, oh, your fucking husband beat you. I'm like that sucks. Like oh, I just don't mention it because that's rough. But yeah, let's maybe I'll see you on. Maybe I can connect with you later. Maybe that would be awesome. So yeah, the Ten of Swords is a positive card. It is. Like, there's so many things out there like you can look up, but when you look at like the zodiac, the tarot, the dates, the elements, like those cards, like a Ten of Swords, it has more than just the meaning of ending death. It like I said, it's now. It's literally now. It's you're going through a lover situation at this moment, the June 11th through the 20th, the Ten of Swords. Or it will show up as a Knight of Swords, kind of like in disguise. But yeah, the eights, the nines, and the tens are real. Those are lover cards. They just don't talk about them as lover cards because that heavy energy that only you can feel right now is from love. Unless I've gone through it, I can only relate to it through empathy. But otherwise, I'm just going to sympathize with you. But you have it. You're always safe here. You know that. See, good job. Go to the gym, work out, bat those eyelashes. All right. You have a wonderful, wonderful day. Yeah, you be safe. I will talk to you later. Hopefully I'll see you on later on tonight. All right. Have a good day. I'll talk to you later, Kuntry.